session. There are no petitioners, so we'll move on to approval of minutes. We're going to approve these minutes in batch. Approval of minutes of the A budget workshop, October 18, 2016. B, the budget workshop, October 19, 2016. C, the budget workshop, October 26, 2016. And D, the public hearings in the meeting on November 1st, 2016.
I'll make a motion that we accept these minutes.
I have a second.
Second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The reports, is Dale in here tonight? Okay. She's not here. We have a report. Any questions that you have, we can get those questions to her. The zoning officer report. Oh, yeah. I move to accept the dog control officer's report.
I'll second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. The zoning officer's report. I move to accept his report. I need a second.
I'll second it.
Discussion. Seeing none, I'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Commissioner of Parks and Recreation's report. I move to approve. I need a second.
Second.
Discussion. You have anything to say, Jim?
Nope, just getting ready for a big weekend, and everything's in place. We're excited. Hopefully, weather will cooperate. We look forward to it.
How's the lights for the bridge?
The lights were completed today, the electrical portion of it. Tomorrow, the engineers come in to meet with myself and Aaron to teach us how to program it and get it ready to go. So all things that go well tomorrow, the bridge will be lit tomorrow night.
Next is the Town of Seneca Falls Highway Department report. I move to accept.
We didn't vote.
Okay, I move to approve the, well, we had first and second discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I move to approve the Highway Superintendent's report.
Second.
Discussion.
Yeah, Greg, the lights in the ground were put up downtown by my crew, and Joe Solfo donated his time. Aaron and Dwayne from the rec center also helped. And Jim just enlightened me on the bridge. Downtown snow removal, I want to thank my crew and Rick Russo and Timmy Lotz. They come in with their trucks to help us move that snow out of there when we had the storm. Lastly, I come in on my day off, day after Thanksgiving, and I had to call 911. There was a gas leak at the shop. The Seneca Falls Police showed up along with the fire department in NISEC, and they fixed the leak, and we're good to go. And there will be a leaf pickup once more on December 12th, Monday, because the leaves stayed on the trees longer than expected, so that will be, last leaf pickup will be Monday. That's all.
I think we should thank the highway department for putting up the Christmas lights too. They look incredible. So thank you guys for doing that. We've had lots of comments, and everyone seems to very much like them. So thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions, discussion? Seeing none, we'll go to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Before we get to the next report, I'd like to introduce our new assessor, Stephanie Holtz. She's sitting there at the table tonight, so welcome, Stephanie, to your first meeting.
Thank you.
Okay, I move to approve the assessor's report.
Second.
Discussion.
Welcome aboard. Thank you.
It's not always going to be like this, thank you. Okay, seeing no more discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion passes. I move to approve approve the Seneca Falls Town Court report. That was Let's go to court, I'll go back. So we're going to stick with the court, then we'll go back to the attorney for the town. So I move to approve the Seneca Falls Town Court report. I need a second.
Second it.
Discussion. Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Town attorney report.
Yes, just to keep this meeting moving along, I'd like to address some of the matters listed under old business, if I could. A, on the agenda, sale of condominiums and surplus real properties. There are two matters that I'm currently working with the attorneys of the purchasers on. Those are ongoing. Otherwise, the board has approved entering into contracts, and that's what we are working out the specific of at the moment. And that's for both 10 Fall Street and 60 State Street. So that's ongoing. I have letter C, because there is no B, but letter C is to write off the uncollectible receivables. We just touched on that briefly last month, but that is ongoing as well. The D, Route 414 sewer line transfer from IDA to town. I have been in contact with the attorneys for both the town of Tyre and the Del Lago Casino has been involved with that, as well as the landfill, and everything has pretty well lined up so that should be able to be addressed sometime this month. So hopefully that will be coming off. And then E is the annual renewal of the Seneca Meadows permit. At last month's meeting, the board directed me to send a letter out addressing that to the landfill with a copy to the DEC. That has been done. The town clerk has a copy of that letter. But otherwise, that is also ongoing. But otherwise, those are the matters on the old business that are specifically that I'd like to report on.
Okay, I move to accept town attorney's report.
Second.
Discussion. Seeing none, we'll go to the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I move to approve the water and sewer report.
I'll second.
Discussion. Seeing no discussion, I'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The police chief's report, I move to approve that.
I'll second it.
Discussion. Chief, you have anything?
Real quickly, this Saturday during It's a Wonderful Life, we're having our first annual Fill the Police Cruiser Toy Drive. All the toys go to families in need in Seneca County. If you're able to make it down, we'll be in the Century 21 parking lot between 10 and 12:30 on Saturday. If not, we have drop-off locations at the police department, community center, Walmart. I encourage everybody to drop off a gift. It'll go to a child in need. And then during 10 to 12:30 Saturday in the parking lot, we'll be down there. A whole bunch of officers will be down there. Encourage the kids to come down, meet us. They can check out the police cruiser, get their photo taken. We're going to have some hot beverages down there. And just in case anybody asks, yes, we will have donuts. Only for the kids, not the police officers, but we will have donuts. That's it. Thank you.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Barton and Judas, do you have anything to add tonight?
Yes, Greg, just the fact that the final details inside the new town hall are being tied up this month. And actually we have a tentative date for the delivery and installation of the furniture starting December 22nd. So it sounds as if prior to that, we'll be setting up the whole transition process for the various departments. So very positive, so it looks like it'll be in for the first part of the new year.
I move to approve Barton and Judas's report.
I'll second.
Any more discussion on that? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Are there any other committee reports? I move to approve the communications.
Second.
Second. Discussion. Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The old business, the downtown sound system. We've already discussed A, C, D, and E, and B is someplace floating up there, I guess. So, downtown sound system, does anyone have any information on that?
Yeah, that's all funded and taken care of.
Okay.
By non-town funds.
Right.
Okay. Under new business, approval of special events.
Yes, we have 3 this month in front of me. The first one is for Saturday for It's a Wonderful Run. If you recall last month, I explained that both of those have separate because they're separate groups that run it. So we did get that submitted. Everything seems to be in order. Chief and I have reviewed it. Chief has met with the race organizers to get everybody on the same page. And the only thing left is insurance submittal, which usually comes on Friday afternoon. So I recommend approval of the It's a Wonderful Run 5K, pending insurance approval prior to the race. That's number one. You want to do it separately or?
We can batch them.
Second one, New Year's Eve ball drop at the corner of State Street and Fall Street, sponsored by the Gould Hotel. They have everything in order, reviewed by Chief. Insurance actually is already submitted, which usually we have to wait for that right up to the last minute. The only thing left for them to do is to make sure they meet with Chief and his staff prior to the event. So that's in order as well. And the last one, well in advance, came in from the Right to Run 19K to be held in Saturday, May 13th, 2017. Their application is all in order as well with the map and everything. The only thing we wait on with them is the insurance, and again, I recommend you approve that, also pending proper insurance submitted prior to the race. Those are the 3.
Okay. I'll go individually with these. I move to approve the Wonderful Run for Saturday.
I'll second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I move to approve the ball drop for December 31st, New Year's Eve. Second that. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. And what's the date on the 19K run again?
Saturday, May 13th, 2017. Yes, the Saturday Mother's Day weekend.
The third one is I move to approve the Right to Run K on Saturday, May 13th, 2017. It's a 19K, correct?
I'll second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I have a resolution for It's a Wonderful Life, and I'll read it. On this anniversary of 70 years of It's a Wonderful Life movie, the Town Board of Seneca Falls resolves that Carolyn Grimes Zuzu, Carol Combs Mueller, Janie, and Jimmy Hawkins, Tommy, are hereby awarded Honorary Citizens of Seneca Falls, AKA Bedford Falls. And those, if that resolution is approved, That'll be announced on Friday. What's the date on Friday? 9th. This Friday, May 9th, at approximately 10 o'clock in the morning at the press conference. So, I need a second on that.
Second, Matt.
Discussion. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. Budget transfers. I move to approve the budget transfers as listed.
Second, Matt.
Is there any discussion? Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I move to approve the purchase of a large totes from J&J Equipment. Any second?
I'll second.
Discussion.
Jim, is this a reimbursement part of from Cardinal or just on our own?
No, this is just on her own for now. Nikki was, she's gonna get together some numbers of the damaged totes that Cardinal did, and then we'll send them a bill. I've been working with Nikki on this, so we won't know what the final number will be until we get it from Nikki.
So this will be reimbursed.
No, not all of it. No, not at all. Not all of it. But it is a budgeted item, so.
Any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Number E, designate $10,000 in line item A8140.401 run, the Noble Road project. Need a second?
I'll second it.
Discussion. Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Under F, levy delinquent water sewer charges on town county taxes. Okay, the amount to date is $377,092.12. So,
I'll second that.
discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Levy delinquent mo charges on town county taxes. That's $2,956.25.
Second?
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Someone else want to make this motion on H?
Okay. I will make a motion to put into effect the proposed local law number 3 of 2016.
I'll second it.
So this is the local law that has been discussed at the public hearing on November 30th. It was, the public hearing was conducted, it was properly advertised, and at that meeting, the board took public comment. At the conclusion of that meeting, the board conducted a state environmental quality review on that local law, so that has been completed as well. So this law is now properly before this board for action. So this is subject to...
Any further discussion? Again, I will be voting no on this because I think discussion and negotiation is a lot better than the imposition of a law. Any more discussion? Seeing none, we'll go to a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Nay. Motion passed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Resolution to implement water and sewer rates for out-of-town users.
It's in their packet, I think.
Yes.
It's the last page.
So, do I have a second on that?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion on this? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The naming of the road at Vincent's Park, I was going to say renaming, but it was never named. So I'm going to rename something that was never named. So we're going to name the road at Vincent's Park.
Right, the road we're talking about is the connecting road from 5 and 20 that cuts across our parking lot that connects it to 318. From my understanding, Nikki tells me that somebody has purchased or about to purchase the triangle that we don't own on the northeast side of that. 911, I believe the state will not give them access to a driveway or entry from 318 or 5 and 20. I guess probably because of the proximity to the lights in the intersection. So they have to have their proposals to come access that road. It's not named officially. 911 is requesting / requiring, I believe, at least requesting, that we name it. I spoke with Nikki today, and my suggestion is just call it Vincent's Park Drive, so we don't have any communication problems. People understand why it's it's there. They'll know that's where it is. If we come up with some other name, people may not know necessarily that's attached to that.
Okay, so I'll make the motion and we'll discuss it further. I make the motion to name that road Vincent's Park Drive. Do I have a second on that?
I'll second.
Okay, further discussion is, do we have to get with the state, or is that a town thing, or is it a county thing? And that question is to the highway
Right, Jim.
superintendent.
Yeah, I'll have to get with the state. I'll talk to Chris tomorrow.
Okay. And so, is there any more discussion on that?
It's okay with the state,
Yeah.
county?
And just so everybody knows, currently, we do have an address at Vincent's Park. About 4 or 5 years ago, county required, because of 911, for us to come up with an address. It's currently 1352 routes 5 and 20. That may change under 911 because our access to that property is off of that road. So we'll see where that goes, but that could change a little bit.
But that's not a county road?
No.
That little thing there? So, yeah.
From what and I'm not sure, Jim can probably speak to it, but I believe when Gould's gave it to the town, Gould's actually, it was a private drive Gould's owned, correct, Jim?
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
So then when we took ownership, it just became our access road, basically, but so it was never formally adopted, well, I don't know if adopted, but never formally named, I know that.
So if somebody goes in the triangle, do we have to give them permission, or they won't need to?
Good question. I don't know, that might be more of Pat or Jim to deal with.
What's that?
Well, if we name it Vincent's Park Drive, but I'm saying if somebody buys that triangle,
Yeah.
they don't have to have any permission to have a driveway out that road.
Oh, to have like a curb cut, say,
Yeah.
at the driveway? Well, they're gonna have to talk to Jim about
There's an access already
And all that, yeah.
from when I think the Mennonites own it now, some of the Mennonites, and they were selling buildings from there. There is an access there now. I don't know, it's not necessarily official, but I'm sure that's someplace that they will consider probably getting an official entrance onto the property. They're going to have a heck of a time in the summer when there's 4,000 people out there driving up and, well, they better be patient in July and August, that's all I can say.
Okay, so, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. I move to approve the Robinette parking lot lease.
And there's that written resolution that you have.
Yeah.
But that should be entered in the minutes.
Put that on.
I'll second.
Second, discussion.
Yes, Greg. That parking lot is more or less, it used to be a municipal parking lot for municipal parking, but a lot of the parking now is for the Opera House. Most of the tenants there are parking in there. So really, it's not a municipal lot, for municipal parking because it's always full. When we go in there to plow snow at night, we can't get around because of the cars in there. So you might want to think about, that lease. I don't know how much the lease is per year. I know Woody had talked about the previous boards on this. Because there's really no parking for, municipal parking for people in there because they're all tenants in there now.
It's still at $1 lease, right?
Okay, we go to a vote. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Motion passes. We got to set a year-end date to pay the bills. Okay. We're looking at the 29th and 30th.
I'm fine with it.
We do the 30th, that Friday.
That's Friday, yep.
3, you're off that week, right?
There's no
So we could do any time, really.
You want
Want to do it early and get it over?
Yeah, you want to do noonish? Is that good?
On the 30th?
No, I'll do earlier. That's, I'm just thinking, you want to do 10 o'clock in the morning?
How about, yeah, full conference, 10 work.
Yeah. We might have a few more things to do. We might have people coming in and talking to us on those days. Yeah, yes. So, and we might have someone coming in and talking to us. So that might be a longer meeting than we think.
We move it to 9?
What? We can do it at 9, yeah, 9 a.m. That's okay with everyone.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no,
Doing
sorry.
9?
Why not?
Yeah. Okay, so I move to have setting the year-end meeting date to pay bills and perhaps get some more bids on contracts or proposals on contracts. So, and I'm going to set those meetings up for a half an hour, okay? It worked well tonight? Okay. So I move to set the year-end meeting date up for December 30th at 9 a.m.
I'll second that.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. The water and sewer credits, are there any? No water and sewer credit. There will be no executive session after this meeting. I move to authorize to pay the bills. Second. Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. I move to adjourn.
I'll second.
Discussion. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?